Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside. I want to extend an invitation, inviting you to spend more time outside in whatever way you can, right? For some folks, that might mean just spending a couple moments on your balcony. Just open up your door, stand in your porch. It helps if you have access to the natural world. But just being outside, looking at green things. Hey, research shows just being inside and looking at green things, images alone can really help, right? So that might be art, it might be indoor plants, it might be something on your screensaver, right? But having images really does help. In fact, it's used in the medical profession in recovery rooms. So they know that the duration and potency of pain meds in recovery are reduced when there's images of nature, and they know that recovery time is increased exponentially. And in students, right, the capacity for learning, for focus, for engagement, for calm, for self-care, self-control, self-regulation, all these things are enhanced with exposure to images, sounds, and smell, right? So we're getting into a little aromatherapy, even if you're indoors. But if you have the capacity to go outside and you don't need to bring outside inside, then yeah, spending time outside is proven to bring a multitude of health benefits. All right. It has to do with our ancient brain. Right? We are further and further becoming disconnected from it. Thoughts about what artificial intelligence is bringing to our world, but it's how we live and where we live. Right? There's a lot of geometry, very strong angles, shapes. I want to use the words unnatural. Right? Yes, you can find straight lines in nature, but it's not as common. And what draws our eye and what draws our ancient memory are the colors. All right, greens, browns. All right, it's the shapes, it's the contrasts of living things. It brings calm, and with that is a reduction of cortisol, our stress hormone. Right? So just the shapes alone, the colors alone, start to have immediate benefits, right? Lowers blood pressure. And with that, we have the ability to explore using our other senses. So once you're in nature, those other living things invite other living things. So you have access to the sound of birds, the sound of wind, maybe the sound of water. All these things bring additional exponential calm and connection, giving us scope and scale of our need for connection to other living things. And that brings with it another level of creativity. Time in nature improves our sleep. It affects our memory. And if you can move outside, well, now you're getting a little bit of exercise and you're stimulating other parts of the brain. Just going for a simple walk. I have the pleasure of walking my dog daily in nature, which really helps him. Right? But as I'm walking through the trail, noticing, mindful of it, spending moments just to focus on the things I hear, piques my curiosity, adds to that creativity. And then I'm smelling, and my eye is stimulated by contrast in shapes, causes lateral eye movement, stimulating both hemispheres, the logical and the creative, the mathematic and the linguistic, auditory, and it's preparing me, when I do it in the morning, for a day that is built on a foundation of calm and success. And if I can do that in a positive light, expressing gratitude for my situation, gratitude for my choices, coming up with a plan to continue to be grateful and appreciate my capacity for being outdoors, for being another living thing who can contribute in a positive way in this ecosystem, sharing of it, learning of it, just makes me a better person. So for your physical health, outside is the key. Nature is the key. For your mental health, again, find time in nature. 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week. That's part of healthy choices. And that realization, that ability to find time in nature and be calm, self-regulation, find moments of awe, moments of inspiration. Walking first thing in the morning also gives you access to a little bit of red light therapy. All right? Spend time outside. It engages so many other aspects that we're still discovering and just now realizing that so many of our chemical processes with vitamins, right? Amino acids, minerals, all those connections are completed but are metabolized after spending time outdoors and actually rounding out those chemicals. Having vitamins and supplements is not enough. We need access to fresh air, access to natural stimulus, access to daylight. So far too many of us are guilty of spending too much time indoors, and it's a requirement, it's a necessity, it's part of the way we live, but that adds to our disconnection. So we need to reconnect. Get out in nature. It's how we were built, it's how we're designed. So please, go outside. It's so good for us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'll talk to you again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.